Hi, everyone. I'm Sherry, and welcome to our first ever bonus pop-up class in the Infuse movement membership. Today, we are going to give some TLC to our feet. So this mini class, it'll be around 30 minutes or so. And working with happy feet today, while it could mean many things, today what we're going to get up to is some hands-on foot massage techniques that are both for feel-good, pampering, self-touch purposes, and also mobilization purposes, getting all the intricate joints of the foot and ankle lubricated and remembering that they are indeed mobile, which can be really helpful for folks that have foot pain or that have pelvic floor considerations that they're working with, because when the foot is supple and can spiral through our gait, so when we're walking, running, hiking, etc., the way that we meet the ground then ideally is functional and efficient to transfer that force from the ground through the body and dissipate it, rather than that force getting concentrated or creating aches and pains somewhere higher up the chain in our body. So knee stuff, hip stuff, pelvic floor stuff, spine stuff, low back pain, all of it might be supported by or served by making sure your feet stay happy and supple. So there's functional benefit and feel good benefit. We're going to do one foot and then come to standing, do a quick comparison and a little movement, and then come back to massage side two, and then we'll end on the floor. So set yourself up in a seated posture. You're welcome to sit up on a bolster. You could sit in a chair as well for the foot massage. And give yourself permission to use whatever props that you need. So I'm going to sit my hips, sit my hips up on a bolster. I'm going to support my knee with something. And then for me, I'm comfortable bringing my foot in this way to do my massage. You might have the other leg stretched out long. You might sit in a totally different way. And that's fine, okay? If you do have socks on, might be useful to take them off. If it's gonna be distracting because you're too cold, leave them on, okay? And for today, I'm not using oils, but I often, as an evening practice, will use a little bit of lotion, coconut oil, rose oil, whatever oil you like for your skin, your constitution. You could use the oils and then slip nice socks on before you go to bed, so that can really permeate through and soak in. So take one foot. Start by touching all parts of your foot and ankle. So I'm giving a little squeeze. For me, I like that firm squeeze or pressure. But you might do light brushes or tapping. So we're using touch to help our attention go to the foot. So instead of thinking about the foot, I want you to see, can I actually feel and sense my foot, the sensations of this part of my body, waking up all parts with nice general broad touch. Good. And then take a look and or touch in between big toe, second toe. And there's a space along the top of the foot there, from the space between the toes up through the forefoot. You might be able to feel a little bit of a valley or a channel, a groove between the metatarsal bones, the long bones of the foot. And we're going to do what's called clearing the gutters. So from the space between the toes, you're going to slowly swipe up, 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 following that groove. If it feels tender, a little less pressure. And if you feel a gravelly textured quality, we're going to metaphorically imagine that we're clearing the gutters and smoothing out those crunchy, gravelly bits, creating a smooth, clear channel. Good, go to the next groove. So between second toe and third toe, find the space, sink your fingertips in and smooth upwards towards your ankle. And of course, while we're doing our foot massage, we can spare a little attention for our breathing, making sure that the rest of our body in whatever seated posture is still comfortable. So make adjustments as you need. Moving into the next gutter if you haven't already. Sometimes as I clear the gutter up, I also give a little counter pull of my toe out. That might feel good for some of you as well. So clearing the gutter, nice long toes, last one. So that fourth space from your pinky toe swiping up. Good. And then next up, we're going to do toe swiveling. So you're going to take hold of your big toe, your second toe. You're going to swivel them around each other, giving them a stretch apart and then swiveling back and forth. Starting to feel the movement through the ball of the foot. That's your metatarsal arch. One of 3 arches in our feet. Haha, not just one that we see, but the foot has this domed, agile, springy quality from 3 arches. So keep going with your swiveling until you've done all pairs of your toes. Good. And then shake out your hands if you need to. There's a little strengthening benefit in our hands as well. So when you do this process, if you get the bonus of teaching a spouse or housemate or roommate or friend to do this for you, high five, extra bonus, okay? So the thumbs are gonna come to the ball of the foot, so the under surface of the foot. Wrap the fingers around the top gutters of the foot, and we're going to spread the gutters. So pressing into the sole of the foot, the ball of the foot, to curl it in on itself while you spread the gutters wide. And you can even wiggle the heads of the metatarsal bones. So if you feel like the pinky ball mound or the big toe ball mound, you can give them a little swivel as well, reminding them that they are independent and mobile joints. Good. Same foot, giving yourself a squeeze, moving up through the soleus, the calf muscle, the shin, towards the knee. Slow and deliberate, so a little squeeze and hold, and then move up, squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold. Good, and then last but not least, we're going to pummel the calf muscle and let it wiggle jiggle, let it flop around. Check in with the rest of your body while you're pummeling. Yes, I'm breathing. Yes, my face is calm and relaxed. Good. So that side is complete. We're going to come to standing. Take a moment to come up on your feet. And stand normally to compare for a moment how your feet feel meeting the ground. Notice how the massaged side feels. And if you'd like, describe it silently internally. Like, okay, my foot feels more grounded, my leg feels longer, my toes are spread, I feel my arches more active or lifted. Maybe you just feel really connected to that side of you. Good. And then take a moment. If you'd like, fingertips can come to your hip crease. We're going to do a small little set of bending or squatting. Not so much as our Monday boost class, but a few rounds to acknowledge, oh, do I squat better, smoother, easier, having massaged my foot? I definitely feel a difference. Last one. You can put your hands on a chair or wall. Second little test is a calf raise. We're going to press up into the balls of the feet, rising up, heels off the floor. Again, use something for balance. So it's less about the balance and more this curiosity to compare what's the benefit of this foot massage technique. Good, go 2 more rounds. Enjoy the strength, ease, fluidity on that side. And then heels down. If you'd like, come on over to your device, your computer for a moment, and pop in the chat how your massaged side, your TLC foot side feels standing, squatting, and calf raising. So if you feel a difference, see if you can articulate what the change is. What's the benefit? Let's pause for a moment. However you describe it is right because it's your experience. It's also okay if you're not feeling a change. You can just type in no change. But if you do feel a difference, acknowledge it, articulate it, especially if there's a shift in how the rest of you is functioning as a result of caring for your feet in this way. Good. If you've already typed in your observations, go ahead and have a seat. We'll set up for side 2. Can also be really helpful and juicy for if we're feeling stressed, ungrounded, anxious, to reconnect with our literal grounding, our feet, our connection to the earth. Cool. More connected, more stable, looser, spacious, grounded. Awesome. Good. Let's do side 2. So set yourself up with whatever props and support that you want. Starting to wake up the foot with general broad touch first. If you like working with intention, infuse your touch with loving care, with curiosity. Perhaps slowing your touch down, go slower, to require your mind to slow down. Actually feeling and sensing your own touch. Good. We're going to clear the gutters. So finding that big toe, second toe space. Feel how the fingertips fit into that groove. And then gradually swipe, clear the gutter, moving upwards towards the ankle. You can also get in there, little up and down or circles while you clear the gutters. Especially if there's tender places, stiff places, gravelly, crunchy sensations versus smooth, silky gutters. Feel free to give those spots a little extra time or an extra swipe or 2. And then moving on to the next gutter when you're ready. So find the next space between your toes, swiping upwards. Letting the rest of your body also receive this soothing, calming kindness. So calm, steady breaths, soft gaze of the eyes. Maybe a little movement for your spine, especially if your posture seated starts to feel tense. Let yourself move. It's okay. So clearing each of the gutters all the way through to the pinky toe side of the foot. And then our swiveling, so big toe, second toe, spreading and swiveling around each other. Feeling how that starts to mobilize the ball of the foot, the metatarsal arch. Good. Moving into the next two toes. Yada dee. And the next two. And we are on purpose focusing on this metatarsal arch. Toes, ball of the foot. You could continue your massage and include the other arches, the heel of the foot up through the ankle, but that's where we're focused today. Partly because this metatarsal arch often is kind of like the keystone that's missing for folks when I've done client work, where that's the part of the foot that maybe is neglected or not functioning as well. And so we're waking up that function, okay? So swiveling is complete. We're going to take the thumbs, pressing into the bottom of the ball of the foot to spread the gutters on the top of the foot. And feeling just how much mobility the ball of the foot has, how you can individually kind of start to separate or differentiate those metatarsal bones, pinky side to big toe side. Lots of room, lots of mobility. Good. And then continuing on to our squeezes. We're going to squeeze from the base of the ankle right around your Achilles tendon. Give it a squeeze and release, and then move up. We're kind of manually pumping venous circulation back to the heart. Great practice to do towards the end of the day if you tend towards swelling, like you get a sock line at the end of the day. Walking does the same thing, but actively. When we take our walk, we're literally helping our heart and returning that circulation upwards by the use of the leg muscles. Good. Last time coming up. And then pummeling. When you're ready. Letting the leg muscles wiggle, jiggle, shake off the bone. Let them be free and juicy. Good. And then an easy swipe. And that side is complete. Take your time to come to standing. And again, first standing up just to observe in stillness for a moment. Maybe you also take a little walk around your room. We didn't do a walk before, but it might feel different than how you first got out of bed this morning. If you'd like, take that same 2 movement comparison. So observing the foot and leg while you take a handful of squats. Maybe you can go deeper. Maybe it feels smoother or easier. Maybe your heels don't leave the ground like they did before. Good. Last one. Good. Pausing at the top for a moment. Hands to the wall or chair if you'd like for calf raises. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up and down. There is benefit to the strengthening of these 2 movements, but today we're just doing enough to be able to appreciate how caring for our feet helps our function. Last 1 or 2. Good. When your heels come down, take one more little bend. Acknowledging how when you bend at the hips and knees, your ankles also bend. Dorsiflexion at the feet. We're going to do a little bit of a standing stretch to round out what we've done. And again, use something for balance. Let it be really stable, really calm grounding. We're going to take one foot back. Find that heel arriving into the floor. We're going to press the heel down. Try to straighten the knee completely while you press the back heel down. Feel that nice length of the calf muscle. Deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale, push off the ball of the foot. You're going to feel your weight shift forward. And then descend again. Back heel down, front leg bends. Anchor into the stretch. 5, 4, deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Push off the ball of the foot to rise up. Last time, heel down. 2, 3, 4, and push off. Good. This time, heel comes back to the floor. And then intentionally bend your back knee. That's going to take you deeper into dorsiflexion of the back ankle. You'll feel the stretch move lower down into your soleus and Achilles. Then just like we did before, push off the back foot, roll through the ball of the foot, and step up, give it a shake. Blah. Good. Other side. You can just turn around, or if your hands are on chair, countertop, whatever, you're good to go. So other leg steps back. You might visually check, is my back foot parallel or has it turned out some? We're going for generally parallel for this movement. Find the back heel anchored, root down, and extend that back knee. So you might feel some quad engagement at the front of your thigh. Straight back knee, rooted back heel, and then press through the ball of the foot to roll up. Weight shifts forward a bit, and then settle back in, heel down. 5, 4, deep breath. 2, 1, push off. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push off the ball of the back foot, roll it through, and then this time a little variation. Back heel down, knee straight. Keeping the heel down, bend your back knee, however much it will allow. Feel how the stretch travels lower. And then when you're ready, push off, roll through, release that back leg, give it a little shimmy. Good. We're going to come all the way back to the floor. Come on down. You're welcome to have something under your head for softness or support. And then if you have a stool or a chair of some kind in your space, grab that for our closing rest posture. If you don't have a chair, that's okay. You can also have your legs up the wall. Okay, so come on down. Laying onto your back. And we're going to take a moment to release the outer hip muscles. And the outer hips are, of course, connected down through that iliotibial band, down through the lower leg into the function of our feet. So we're going to take the legs up, give them a little swivel cross, one leg in front, and then bend your knees. And you can support around your knees or reach to the pinky edge of your feet. We're doing kind of a supine Gomukhasana. So crossing one thigh over the other. Bend your knees, hug your legs close to your belly. If it feels good, you might curl forward to grab the pinky edge of both feet, and then let your body come back to the floor, head resting. Maybe a little roll or rock side to side. You can let your feet curl into the grasp of your hands. You don't have to keep dorsiflexed neutral ankles. You can let them curl in. That'll continue the lateral line stretch all the way down through the lower leg. So instead of active neutral feet, I'm actually allowing my feet to come towards my belly. Nice, strong breaths. In and out through your nose, letting your eyes soften. Shoulder blades broad and grounded. And then slowly release that stretch, both legs up, give them a shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. So I'm turning my legs quickly in and out, in and out, in and out. And feeling all the muscles again, wiggle, jiggle. Muscles are lots of water. If you cook and you know what a raw chicken breast feels like, you want that ease of movement of the muscles around the bone. So when you're ready, other leg crosses in front. High up through the inner thighs, cross the legs, and then bend your knees. Hug the legs towards you. You can hug from the knees, shins, or curl forward, grab the pinky edges of your feet. And then unfurl your spine back to the floor. So upper body grounded, broad, resting. Trusting wherever you feel the stretch through your hips, buttocks, shins, ankles. Maybe a little rolling side to side. Stay for one more smooth breath. Take as long as you need for the inhale and exhale. And then slowly release your feet and legs out. Unwind them to send them up. Give one more shimmy wimmy. And then if you brought your chair over, start to find a 90-degree or so position of legs up the chair. If your geometry of your chair doesn't quite match your bones, if your feet are off the chair, then give yourself support underneath that. So if that's the case where your calves make contact, but your feet and ankles are not grounded on the chair, prop something underneath your feet so that they're not floating, they are supported. Okay. Making any adjustments you need for comfort, and then invite yourself in to stillness. Letting your feet rest heavily against the chair or the prop. Perhaps feeling your shin bones settle. Letting gravity help you release the weight of your legs into this support. Maybe imagining the muscles, the skin, the effort of what we've done, draining and pouring like a stream of water from the shins down through your knees, pouring through your knees, down over your thighs. Thighs melting, streaming to help your femurs, your big thigh bones, settle deeply into the sockets. Pouring downward and pooling into your pelvic bowl. Like a waterfall or this river of living water flowing through and relaxing your legs, grounding you deeply through your pelvis, your sacrum, your back body. Letting your whole back body spread, be held by the ground. We'll stay here for a little while, resting in silence. Begin to notice where your attention is. And if need be, gently guide your attention back to your breath. Feeling your body draw the inhale down. Expanding as you fill up, and then let it go, surrender the breath out. Taking the next few breaths a little deeper, readying ourselves to move. Setting the intention that for now, this practice is coming to completion. And as you feel your next exhale, let your feet and legs start to draw into the body, bending your knees, maybe rolling side to side, supporting yourself with your hands however it works best. Then take your time to roll to one side, pressing into the earth to come up through seated. You're welcome to sit on a bolster or a prop, or come to your chair. And once again, as we close, observe how you are. Sitting upright, to appreciate, to acknowledge what's the benefit of this practice I just received. What's the feeling state or improvement that I'm going to stay with, that I'm going to embody as I leave this class. Offering yourself and each other and this membership appreciation, gratitude. Thank you for showing up. If you'd like, bring your hands together at your third eye or your heart. And take an easy bow, head to heart, to close your practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you. And if you want to share anything that you're noticing in your body, you can plunk it into the chat once more. And whether this is a warm-up that you do before you go for your walk, run, hike, or a sleep ritual, offering yourself some care and attention, and then legs up to end your day. Either one is beautiful. And I hope this practice serves you well. Thank you.